Saar-2-Reiseken, estamos aquí en un nuevo directo para nuestro canal de YouTube. Estamos en un nuevo directo de este Tales of Arise de la PlayStation 5, la versión de PlayStation 5, mejor dicho. Estamos aquí en el capítulo número 18 y estamos de camino a Mahag, ¿vale? Que es el siguiente mapa grande, digamos, la siguiente región del juego, ¿vale? Estábamos de camino. En el último directo hicimos un poco de exploración por el monte de Diara, que bueno, hicimos también varias cacerías y tal. Bueno, que estuvo bastante entretenido, ¿vale? Vamos a continuar a partir de aquí, veremos hasta donde llegamos, ¿vale? Hoy tenemos un poco más de tiempo, podemos jugar una horita y media, 2 horitas, ¿vale? Por lo tanto, creo que tenemos bastante tiempo pues, para hacer cosillas aquí en el juego, ¿vale? Vamos allá. A ver qué le pasa.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Pero vamos allá, a ver qué nos espera. Monte de Diara. Vale, cinemática.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Joder, encima que le hace favor. Madre mía, es susceptible. Bien.
Been looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Flames! Reload!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
This one's mine!
Take this. Who the hell are you? Bastard!
Está buscando a mi amigo.
Guy's not normal!
Está buscando a Alfred todo el rato.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Where are you going?
Take this. Not today!
Try your blade!
Here, let me help.
Howl!
First, don't mind if I do. Tempest Swirl! Lunar Corruption!
Take this.
Radiant
Take this!
Dragon Sword!
This one's mine!
This. Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Take this.
Can't get out of this!
Reload!
Enjoy.
Try harder!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
This one's mine!
Tempest Swirl! No! Dance in the wind!
Don't leave me all alone.
Die! Electrical energy!
Flaming meteor!
Resuscitation!
Armor won't save you!
Here
Not
This
done yet.
one's mine!
Die.
Radiant
Shadow Blade!
Vale. Yo voy a... Ha gastado a... No, Guau.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
¿Este tío quién es este tío?
A wretch like you?
No.
Till next time.
¿Qué está pasando? No estoy entendiendo nada ahora.
Shion,
¿Quién era ese tío? ¿Y qué ha
Wake
pasado
up.
aquí?
please!
Alfin?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
Hostia, no he entendido nada ahora de lo que ha pasado aquí.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
Vale.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
Han recordado algo,
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Lo que pasa es curioso, porque creo que el grupo... Sí, hay 6, ¿no? Somos 6 miembros, pero...
Shion,
salió
are
un
you
golpe
sure
huevos,
you're
no sé.
okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey,
Tela, lo que se ha complicado esto, Hombre, gente. Un momento, gente. Pues ya os digo, ni idea de lo que está, de lo que ha sido eso. ¿Quién es ese tío? ¿Qué ha pasado? Esto me ha dejado intrigadísimo ahora. Vale, vamos a mirar esto.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Vale, perfecto. Un momento. Estaban hablando. momento, gente, es que me están hablando aquí y en inglés encima. Vale. Grabando, pues. Vale, perfecto. Pues aquí no había nada, ni cúter ni nada. No sé qué había escrito. Pero madre mía, la que me ha metido el tío. Joder. Un viaje rápido. A ver qué nos espera por aquí. Hostia, ¿esto?
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Esto es un barrio enano.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest.
¿Escudo de los alas oscuras? ¿Y cómo lo sabes?
It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Pero, ¿cómo lo sabías esto?
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Vaya.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is the...
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Vale.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Joder. Pobre Don Harry lo está recibiendo por todos lados. Bueno, vamos a ver si hay algo por aquí. Ah, pues mira. ¿Dónde está? Ah, mira, estaba ahí. Vale. Mira que...
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Aquella ha hecho una mierda.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Pero está de bien. Madre mía.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
Vale.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadheim's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
Tenemos que recuperar esta ciudad. Esto sea como un minijuego.
Not this way, I guess.
Es algo temporal, claro. Más adelante construiremos algo mejor y nos trasladaremos. Vale. Perfecto.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere.
Esto no sé qué sea mejor, si estos o los
But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
hijo de puta, ¿no?
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadime!
Liberator Deadime! You are the true leader of this realm!
We're not afraid of any bright eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last bright eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings!
The Dark Wings rule!
Ay, ay, Alfen, les mete una buena hostia. Lástima que no has podido arrancar en la cabeza. Es cabrón.
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadime said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
Sí, pero hostia.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Esta forest, but that's it.
Esta, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadime.
This isn't Deadime's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems.
Vale.
And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Y Rimwell, es que todo el rato
Let's head
está
on over to that lodge.
dejando entrever que
We'll figure out what our
hay
next
algo más
move is
ahí.
there.
Es que todo el rato, ¿sabes? Las explosiones de Rimwell, cuando lo enfocan.
I get the feeling Deadime signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Vale.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him, too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadime, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadime and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Sí, claro que sí. Joder, ¿eh?
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Vale. Ya lo no. Mira, tenemos una misión ahí delante. Ostras, pues tenemos varias gente con quien hablar, ¿eh? Tú eres de que libró Camaglia, ¿no? Me veo que son ciertos rumores que podés conocer a los brillantes. ¿Por qué lo haces, hijo? Juntarte con esa gente, eso te traerá dolores de cabeza. Oídme bien, la lucha no ha terminado. No podemos bajar la guardia, ¿entendido? Venga, Pirineos en fila. Iré a repartir todo lo que confiscamos a los ojos brillantes. Ropa, comida, hay un montón de cosas. Yo me he agradecido. Los renanos que ya no los renanos ya no están. Nunca pensé que la vida sería tan dura. ¿Alguien merece dirigir Dagna? Ese es Dave, de Dim. Odia a los ojos brillantes más que nadie. Las horas oscuras terminaremos hasta el último ojos brillantes y volveremos a Mahag. Vale. ¿Quién es más fuerte? ¿Alfred, la espada llameante de caballo o de Dim, de las alas oscuras? Yo he puesto por de Dim. He oído hablar de la espada llameante, pero sé que de Dim es mucho mejor. Soy yo, ¿eh?
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could...
¿Por qué la gente es tan cobarde? Como no hagamos algo,
What's wrong?
¿Qué ocurre? Los temblores, eso ocurre. Una variedad que es bastante común para ser exactos. Dicen que era la esposa favorita de la señora Elde, y a la gente le da miedo hacer cosas ellos. Perfectamente comprensible. Si quieres liberarte de ellos, podemos hacer cargo. Para cargo, colega. No quiero que los enviéis listo. Si hay jerarquía de nuestra jerarquía es de vuelta a las materias útiles. Necesitas miembros de Elde, ¿para qué? ¿Estás construyendo algo? Construyendo, no, estudiando. Si demuestro que incluso el temple más temible y peligroso sirve para fabricar herramientas, la gente se animará a darles caso. No podemos esperar eternamente a que venga gente como nosotros y solucione nuestros problemas. O sea, que queréis ser más autosuficientes. Me parece algo digno de negocio.
Hey.
A propósito, no serán estos los materiales que andabas buscando, ¿verdad?
Yeah!
Desde luego que sí. ¿Cómo podría convenceros de que los compartáis conmigo?
Good.
Sé tú mismo. Prefiero que los tenga alguien que sepa usarlos a seguir cargando su muerto. Estupendo, sois muy generosos, en serio. Ahora a ver qué
All
puedo hacer.
right!
Estoy seguro de que en algo muy útil. Muchísimas gracias. Vale. Perfecto. De Di me empieza a darme miedo. Dudo que vaya a detenerse ante nada para vencer. Opino lo mismo, cada vez está de peor humor. Pero, ¿qué esperábamos? Enfrentarse a los grandes pasa factura. Si hubiésemos tocado con Almeidrea, desde el principio nada de esto hubiese ocurrido, ¿no os parece? Si hubiésemos reconquistado bien, sin haber causado tantos daños, no se han... Sí, hubiésemos reconquistado Niez sin haber causado tantos daños. No se han librado de las afueras de la ciudad. En vuestro lugar no hablaría muy alto. Nos llega un seguidor de Di, tendréis un jodido. Otra pasada. Perfecto, chicos. Cuando lo poco que tenía Dio con mi casa, creí que moriríamos en la calle. Por eso estoy tan agradecido de poder quedarme aquí. Nos ha salvado la vida. Por eso los alas oscuros son tan buena gente. No quiero ser como ellos.
See what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone.
Ojalá tuviera
Oh,
una
yeah?
A la oración siempre damos escaso, claro, a veces pero no es suficiente. Nos viene bien algo de arroz, patatas, carne de ternera, algunas especias.
How's this?
Nada, qué generosidad, gracias. Sí, nos vendrá de perlas. No puedo darte mucho a cambio, pero si quieres te enseñaré la receta secreta de mi familia.
Great!
Vaya, súper
Yes.
estupendamente. Sí, estoy deseando probarla. Y tampoco parece muy difícil de preparar.
Hey,
Que Sara, si es tan sencilla, ¿podrías enseñarme a prepararla? Vaya, ahora te interesa también cocinar. No solo comer, ¿eh? ¿Y a ti qué más te da? Solo quiero cerrar la boca a cierta persona por haberse quejado de mis habilidades culinarias.
Good.
En ese caso es un placer enseñarte, pero soy una profesora muy exigente. ¿Crees que estás preparada?
really?
Sí, ¿lo dices en serio? Sí, supongo que sí. Claro, enséñame todo lo que sabes. Pero prométeme que no le dirás a nadie que te lo he pedido, ¿vale? Será una tumba. Eso sí, a cambio, tendrás que llamarme capitana mientras estás aprendiendo. ¿Trato hecho?
What?
¿Qué? ¿Qué? Bueno, está bien, capitana. Es decir, sí, capitana.
Yes!
Sí, capitana.
All right.
Pues empieza la
Right.
instrucción. Veo que tienes pescado fresco. Perfecto. Nos vendrá de
Really?
pero su receta no es de...
What?
¿Estás cocinando en tu superior? No, no, señora. Es decir, sí, capitana.
Huh?
¿Qué? Traición de Kisara.
All right.
Me parece que tenemos todo. Ahora las trincheras
Yes,
finales.
Over there.
Así es como se coge un cuchillo. ¿Qué haces, cadete? ¿Estás bailando?
Huh?
No, no, claro que no. Tienes que decir, sí, capitana.
Yes!
Sí, sí, capitana.
All right.
Presta atención. Sube el fuego. Derbe agua. No te puedes distraer ni un
Yes.
segundo. Sí, capitana. Todo listo. Eso parece. El sabor y la presentación merecen un aprobado. Tienes talento, pero aún puedes mejorar más. Debes practicar todos los días. ¿Me he explicado con claridad?
All right.
Sí, capitana. Mis platos aún no son perfectos, pero se va a enterar. Algún día mi comida será tan sabrosa que se le caerá hasta la armadura. Vale, perfecto. Iba para Alfen, ¿eh?
By the by,
ya lo
Shion,
habéis visto.
if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Esos peleas de enanos huyeron con las ramas de las piedras. Cuando quedamos con Almeidrea, se han abriendo los ojos brillantes. Hay gente arriba intentando bajar el tono para no molestar. Hay muchos compañeros de hogar. ¿Habéis pasado por las colinas de Foldley? Pues deberíais ir. En los lagos y las ruinas hay zonas maravillosas de pesca. Vale, nosotros tenemos mucha cosa aquí, ¿eh? Vale. Naranja. Vale. La próxima, vale. Armadura. Forjar arma. Vendaval. Vendaval mejorado. Vale, a ver. No vende mero. Esto lo podemos hacer ya. Vale. Hostias, que se va dinero.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Vale. Es la famosa espada de Galacter. Puedes quedarte aquí si quieres, pero no tienes problemas, ¿entendido?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Esta forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Vale.
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Bueno, se van intensificando los sentimientos, supongo, entre ellos. Bueno.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Esta Forest.
Vale. No sé si será por aquí. Supongo que será por... Sí, por aquí.
Next time, pay attention.
Una de las personas que saltó el castillo de Amedrea me dijo que no consiguieron encontrar el receptáculo espiritual. Al otro lado de esta puerta se encuentran las colonias de Acolte. vais al sureste llegaréis a la carretera del lago de Adán, pero si vais al noroeste llegaréis al bosque de este lugar. Si vais al oeste llegaréis a las ruinas de Adán. Vayáis donde vayáis, seguro que os escaparéis con todo estaba que se queda oscuro. O sea, hay 3 caminos a partir de aquí. Un momento, gente. Menos los 4 vientos, Mahag, Saar.
Ah, got sand in my eyes.
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
Vale.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Haros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Vale. Formación rocosa.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Vale, hermano, perfecto. Joder.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Vale, perfecto, a ver. Ya tenemos... A ver qué le pasa a este. Hostia.
Oh?
Anda, comidista ese. Yes. Ya me acuerdo de ti, era la muchacha esa que siempre tiene hambre. No te veía desde que nos coincidimos en el de Menancia. La que siempre tiene hambre eres tú, pero bueno. ¿Has resultado alguna receta más?
Very nice.
Desde que sí. De que has sido tú la que has tocado el tema, no me enteré con...
Is that so?
¿Quién es este sujeto? Se llama Gordeno. Sobre recorre Dana en busca de nuevas recetas.
You don't say.
Una digna labor, en mi humilde opinión. Mi nombre es Dojalín, buen hombre. Encantado de conocerte. Pero bueno, el señor de Menancia es ese Dojalín, es un honor. Vuestro estofado de tener es simplemente
I see.
No es todo mío, buen señor, pero ¿cómo descubristeis el plato más secreto de palacio?
Hey!
Veamos al grano, ¿qué necesitas esta vez? Trátalo. Está bien. Esto lechuga, manzanas y limones. Sois tan amables.
Sure.
Si eso es todo lo que necesitas, lo tenemos siempre.
Nice work.
Entonces daré la receta para que podáis prepararla de inmediato.
Oh?
Parece simplemente simple. Has tiempo de
Very nice.
Te dejo encargada de los preparativos. Vale.
Well?
Muy bien, pues todo listo.
Yes.
Tiene una pinta exquisita y huele a gloria. Ahora, a ver qué tal sabe.
What?
Está absolutamente delicioso. Deliciosamente asqueroso, quiero decir.
What?
¿De verdad? Es que he seguido a pie de la letra la receta del batido vitamínico. Bueno, tú mismo dime qué te parece. El mejunje este que has preparado. Toma.
I don't believe
Te
this.
entran ganas de vomitar.
All right.
¿Te parece que hay un pequeño aviso al final de la receta? Los batidos preparados a base de verduras son solo aptos para personas habituadas a las dietas. Recomendamos añadir fruta para mejorar el sabor. ¿Contentas pues esto solo lechuga? A pesar de que te pide que añades también manzanas.
Sure.
Venga ya, ¿cómo iba a haber ese estúpido minuto aviso?
Really now?
Lección de aprendizaje. Habrá que añadir fruta y volver a intentarlo de nuevo.
Yes.
Muy bien, empecemos de nuevo.
What?
Está absolutamente delicioso. Comparado con el anterior.
What?
No pareces muy entusiasmado tampoco. Esta es la mejor receta de Mahag. Eso creo. La primera vez que oí hablar de ella me hizo pensar en lo que vi en Menancia. Esa mezcla de frutas y verduras me recordó a la convivencia entre renalos y danianos. Creo que la receta reflejaría esa
Very
nice.
nice.
Es la receta más saludable que se puede encontrar. Sin duda ingeriré brebaje para que esa valiosa armonía permanezca viva, aunque sea en los confines de mi estómago.
Yes.
Quedo totalmente satisfecho. Puedo marcharme sin pesar de este reino. Es hora de partir, grupos de gastronomías aún más singulares. Adiós, mis camaradas. Y de buen llantar. ¿Sabes qué? Tomaré otro vaso antes de partir. Vale.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the Guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
An opponent like this should be easy. It's over!
Lunar corruption!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me help. These ones can run rings around the corruption! Tiger Blade! Lion Howl! Arch sealed!
Denied! Swallow Blade!
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Redwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
Lunar corruption!
In a bind?
Take it! It's over!
Not on my watch. I'm on your way. Reload!
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic, is it?
Still, it's a part of you. Embrace it.
Not today!
On guard!
Slash! Swallow Blade!
Going
Make it rain!
Bien.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
It's over!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Un momento, a ver qué hay aquí. Vamos a entrar aquí a ver qué hay. La Guadán.
You sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Pues claro, aquí no tenemos que ir. No podemos investigar.
Why didn't the red...
I won't forgive you!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Going in! Take
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Wind Astral Energy! Here's a healing arm!
Explosive ring!
First aid!
Okay, here I go!
Gale Force!
Slash!
Take this!
Radiant
It's over!
This one... Can't get out of this!
House this!
Dragon
Radiant
Swarm!
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good graces then.
Ignite!
Vamos, venga, venga, venga.
Far enough!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
Kisara, frozen!
Hammer!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
No hay nada aquí, vale. Vale.
Little help!
Monero.
Stardust!
Thrust!
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
You're mine! Strike! Slash!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Slash!
Tiger Blade!
Now!
Flying freaks!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Into the wind!
Slash!
Dragon Swarm!
Take hear me! Flame of
Slash!
Look
Into
sharp!
the wind! Dance!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning condensed! Now corruption!
Perfecto. Perfecto.
That extra training paid off.
Hostias. Hay uno grande ahí, Vale. Vale. Un momento, gente. Un segundo, Vale, no, ya está. Vale. Movemos. Ah, tiene que estar aquí.
Here I come! It's over!
Take this!
Dragon swarm!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. It's a duel of the arts.
Try this!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Dragon swarm!
I'll heal you all.
Swallow blade!
The enemy wills us too!
We'll soon see about that.
Swallow blade! Not a chance!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Art expert coming
Dragon swarm! Try this!
Get behind me!
Explosion time! Ignite!
Make it
Lightning orb! Dueling! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Vale. Vale, perdón. Una mesa, vale, esto es una receta. ¿Dónde está? No lo veo. ¿Dónde coño está? ¿Se escucha por aquí? Espera, déjame mirar porque no lo estoy encontrando, No lo estoy viendo. Un momento, Ah, no es por aquí. ¿Cómo se entra por ahí? Ah, por el otro lado. Tenemos que subir. Vale, ahora iremos.
There.
Vale, espera un minuto. Vale.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Don't mind if I do.
Time to shine! Swallow blade!
Like moths to the
Dragon swarm!
Shield and face! Dance in the wind!
Piercing roar!
Sleep now!
You require a hand.
We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Take this! All yours! It's over!
Take this!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Wind astral
You're
energy!
mine! Slash!
This one's
Swallow
mine!
blade!
Prepare to be sealed.
I thought you more defensively minded.
Defense via threat elimination.
So the best defense is a good offense.
Glacial spear. Piercing. Going in.
Look
sharp!
Wind astral energy!
You're finished!
On guard.
Slash! Dragon swarm!
Raging storm!
This one's mine.
corruption!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Here's a healing arc!
Not a chance!
Dance blade! Feel! Tiger blade!
Vale, bien. Me pasa que me falta el ataque de Rafa. Solo eso digo.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Rafa's de enfadado.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Vale, y aquí.
Man, I'm famished.
Mahag Saar, a land where the winds scar
Tío,
and the clouds stretch
está
far.
entrando como niebla, ¿no?
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Vale. Vamos a la partida. Vale, vamos a ver qué hay aquí dentro.
Hey, look at that enemy. It's
Brace
Art
yourself.
expert coming
This
through.
one's tough.
Blitz with the wind. Here's the
Dragon
in
Swarm.
here. Take this.
Prepare to be seized!
Here's a healing arc. Careful. It has some kind of camouflage.
Dragon Swarm!
Tempest blade. All right.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Leave the enemy's arc to me.
No place here.
I'm not feeling so great.
Here's a healing arc.
Take this!
Radiant
I owe you one.
storm. All right.
Try
It's
harder.
showtime.
This one's all mine!
Do it. Kisara, frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
All thanks to you.
Dragon Swarm!
It's time to finish this. Die! Consuming wildfire! Radiant pierce! An outstanding effect.
No
I'll hit
escape!
you with the wind!
Ha! Not today!
Air drop!
Take this!
Photon flat! Lightning condemn!
Swallow Blade!
In a bind?
Thunder blade! Tiger blade! It looks like you got this one covered.
Now my clothes
I can carve through armor!
ready to go! All right, let me at him!
Photon flat!
Primed and
Lightning
ready.
condemn! Thunder
Dragon
blade!
Swarm!
Here's a healing arc! This one's mine!
Denied!
Just what the doctor ordered!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Tempest!
Ha! Burn in hell!
I'll take you
Bien.
all on! Ha!
Sara.
Flare demolisher! Going in!
Take this!
Ready!
It's over!
Dragon
Dragon Swarm!
confiscated! Healing circle!
I've taken too many hits!
I owe you one!
Raging cascade!
Swallow Blade!
Tiger
Blade!
blade!
Air thrust!
You're mine!
Lunar
Dragon
corruption!
Swarm! Try it!
Water! Take this!
Explosive ring!
Tiger blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Now reload!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Back into the fray!
Armor won't save you!
Now or never.
Time to shine!
I can't feel anything.
No further.
Come on! You have to hold on! Time to shine!
I'll bring you back.
I can't move!
Oh,
Guess I
hostia.
have to use it sometime.
Gilipollas.
One more!
Here's a healing arc.
Poción vital.
Not done yet!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Try harder!
Damn it.
Look sharp!
You won't get away with that.
Ready to go! Tiger
Dragon
blade!
Swarm!
Here! Help!
I'll bring
Here's
you
the
back from
wall.
death.
Try harder!
Sometimes it's resuscitation. If it's in
Take
the
this.
sky, it's mine.
Ha!
I never miss.
Dragon hits on! Ha! Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm!
You could use a hand.
Ready and raring!
Healing circle. Let's go.
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning condemned.
Look sharp!
Thunder
Down!
blade.
You're all
finished!
Tiger blade!
Annihilate.
Armor won't save you!
The earth
feels-
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny. No more midnight
Right.
scroll.
I should probably
Hostia,
do
mierda.
something about that.
Seal. Annihilation. I'll be saving as well. Burning. All right. It's showtime.
This one's mine! This one's mine!
I can't heal you forever!
Now you've gone and ticked me off! Going in!
I'm all stuffed up.
In a bind?
Try harder!
Shield and mace! Piercing rush! I'll take you all off!
Vamos. Vamos, Kisara.
Ha! Flare the Menancia!
Here I come!
Not in your dreams.
It's on! Dragon
power
form!
of
Not
water.
today!
Raging cascade. Annihilation.
Try harder! Now! Come on!
Primed and ready!
Where are you going? Guess I had to use it sometime.
Over?
No! Don't leave me all alone here. I can handle it! Denied!
By the power of water.
Now you see what I can do!
Photon.
One more! Guardian field! Alright, let me at him!
I'm gonna need more.
One more!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Menancia! This one's mine!
Searing
Tiger
flame.
blade!
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuffed up.
Take
Dragon
this
form!
one's
Now or
mine!
never! Try harder!
On guard!
Hold nothing back! Dragon form!
Piercing roar!
Slice! Dragon form!
Look sharp!
Try harder!
I hope this medicine works as promised.
By the power
Dragon
of water.
form!
Make it red!
Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I need to be stronger.
That treasure. What a sweet...
¿Y este objeto? ¿La espada asilladora? Vale. Vale.
sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Vale.
There.
Judging by the stench, I'd
Suerte, suerte, entonces.
say the animals at the ranch are all
No sé cómo hemos encontrado este.
grown now.
Vamos a descansar. Tela, tela,
Is
tela.
there a reason you're looking...
Cuestión de costumbre. A ver.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Vale.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Hostia.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Vale.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Vale. Marca oscura. Hace que sea... Vale. ¿Qué va? Vale.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much.
Vale. Rimwell Kisara.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Vamos a hablar con Rimwell.
I noticed you haven't been training Hola lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role. And Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hoodle for a bit. Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything.
Vale. Perfecto, gente.
I want to go back to bed.
Lo que no entiendo es... Aquí debe haber algo en este mapa, porque aparecen varios dragones de este tipo. Es este, ahí hay otro, nos hemos cargado a uno ahí detrás, había otro por aquí, aquí había otro. No sé por qué hay tantos. Y hemos conseguido esa espada, que era una espada de...
Am I imagining things?
Como
Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that.
Sanación. Una dorada, vale. $84, vale. Vale, 84. Vale. Vale, nos daño a los dragones. Vale. Halim, a ver. Vale.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
The vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this? That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
Vale,
I
esto es
eagerly-
lo que decíamos. Vale,
await
era
the final
este y
result.
este de ahí. No entiendo por qué me dan, pero ahí hay eso. ¿Ves? Ahí hay otro más.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Dragon form! Swallow blade! By the power of water! Dragon
It can hide itself? Amazing!
This one's mine.
Tiger blade! Swallow blade!
I'll show you just how strong my arts really are.
Try this! Tiger blade!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar! Here goes!
Take this!
Confiscated!
Time to shine! Far enough! I'm gone!
That
armor won't save you!
Raging Sword! Slow flight!
You picked the wrong fight!
Take this!
Tiger blade!
It's over!
Lion's howl!
Explosive ring!
Going in!
There's a healing arm!
Take this!
Crescent Moon!
Tiger blade!
Here I come!
Raging
I'm hurt
Cascade!
bad.
Feel!
Guess I had to use it sometime.
Crunchy leg! Let me help!
Dragon form!
One last dance in the wind! In here!
Swallow blade!
I'll be really quick one! First aid!
Swallow blade!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to
Where
you!
are you going?
Here I come!
Lightning orb!
Dragon
You
form!
won't get away with that! Showtime!
I can feel the medicine working.
Here I come!
I'll heal you all!
Dragon
Get ready!
form!
Piercing roar!
Healing circle!
Try
Damn
harder!
it!
Burn!
Round the top speed!
All right,
Dragon form!
there was.
It's time to finish this!
Vale, vamos.
Die! Consuming wildfire! Searing flame! Reload! Lunar corruption!
Voy por esta.
Piercing orb!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
In here! Here's a healing arc! First aid! Crescent moon!
You're mine! Slash!
I'll take you all on.
Mira,
Ha! Flare de Malita! This one's mine.
Take this! I'll smash you! Swallow blade!
Tiger blade!
More where that came from!
Lion's howl!
Dragon form!
Piercing roar!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Lightning condemned!
I'm not done!
Thunder
Dragon
blade!
form!
Healing circle!
An
Dueling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! A hard-won victory.
vale, bien.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Vale, pues nada, gente, lo vamos a dejar aquí, ¿vale? Dejamos aquí por ahora. Y volveremos, chicos, mañana con un nuevo directo aquí en nuestro canal de este Tales of Arise, ¿vale? Por la noche estaremos en Twitch con un nuevo directo de Octopath Traveler 2. Lo tenemos ahí muerto, ¿vale? El juego lo tenemos ahí aparcadísimo. Y quiero meterle un poco de caña porque a ver si podemos ir avanzando, ¿vale? En el juego, porque no dejarlo... Nos falta mucho más de la mitad del juego, o sea, tenemos ahí cositas por hacer. Vale, gente, o sea que lo dejaremos aquí. Muchísimas gracias a todos. Gracias una vez más por haber estado aquí un día más conmigo. Muchísimas gracias a todos por el apoyo en el canal. Y nos vemos mañana con más y mejor aquí en nuestro canal de este Tales of Arise. Espero que os haya gustado mucho este directo y nos vemos mañana. Chao, chao.